Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1980 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today the Tigers are looking to even the series against the New York Yankees in New York. The last two games we've got clobbered. We had a 6-0 lead in the second game of the series and lost that one, and yesterday we got crushed. Our starting pitchers have been pathetic this week. Today, oddly enough, we have our number 5 starting pitcher, Jack Billingham, going. He's actually got the lowest ERA of my 5 starting pitchers, so maybe we have a little hope. Billingham is facing off against career minor leaguer Roger Slagle, who is 3-3 for the Yankees. As I mentioned in yesterday's, at the end of yesterday's game, I'm looking to possibly trade for a starting pitcher. Right now, the starting pitchers that are available are 41-year-old Phil Negro and a 29-year-old Doyle Alexander. We do have plenty of payroll to work with, and Alexander does have a fairly decent rating. But he does have a contract that lasts through 1985, so I'm not sure if I want to take on that contract or not for all those years. That'll take him through his 34th birthday, so something to think about anyway. Otherwise, let's get at it. Let's see if we can split the series with the Yanks. As always, I really appreciate everyone who's following along. If you haven't watched this before, please like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. As I mentioned, Jack Billingham is starting the game for us today. He does have the lowest ERA on the team in only 22 innings pitched, and you can see he's not much of a strikeout pitcher. Billingham was a pitcher for the Reds under Sparky Anderson, and his contract was up and went to Detroit as a free agent. And actually, Sparky, this is the 1980 is the year that Sparky joined, so he had one of his own pitchers on the team. Schatzhader was cleaned up yesterday, so he's going to be tired for the next couple of days. He's going to be unavailable for today's game. Taking a look at our lineup against Slagle, who's a righty, I mixed it up quite a bit today. I moved Thompson up to third, and I put Fisk in the cleanup spot instead of Parrish. I moved Kemp down to the 5th spot, although he's been doing really well this year. And Hebner and Summers were the only 2 hitters that really had a good game yesterday other than Stegman. So I've left them in the game. And I took out Gary Hancock, and we'll use him as a defensive replacement if we have the lead late in the game. So let's go ahead and get started, as Lou Whitaker is going to lead off against Slagle. He's 0 for 4 against Roger Slagle this year. There he goes. He gets off the schneid. He's going to hit a double, maybe a triple. No, just a double for Whitaker. Up the middle there to the fence, and we've got a runner in scoring position to start the game. I'm going to have Tram hit to the right side and either move Whitaker along. Oh no, I guess it doesn't matter because he struck out. Maybe I should have just had him bunt him over. So 1 down, and let's see what JT can do. Thompson's going to ground back to the pitcher, does move Whitaker over. And now we have the cleanup hitter and our DH, Carlton Fisk. And the Hall of Famer shoots it to right, but it's going to be a flyout, and that ends the top of the first. So here's Billingham. And, sorry, I just wanted to check something there. Billingham is facing off against Willie Randolph. And as you already know, I always bring the outfield in on Randolph. And he is going to fly out to right, so I think that worked in that case. That was a short fly to right, and Champ Summers out there in right is clearly not a very good right fielder. So that maybe that paid off. Well, we have Billingham versus Bobby Mercer, grounding out to first, bringing up Bob Watson. It's 2 outs, and Watson hits a line drive to Hebner, and that is the end of the inning. So, unlike the first 3 games of the series, we get through the first without any runs scored. Steve Kemp, batting 5th and leading off. He has 20 RBI on the season for us. Hits a long fly ball to the warning track, and that'll bring up Lance Parrish with 1 down. Base hit for Parrish to left, which is good. He's been struggling. And that'll bring up Richie Hebner with 1 down. And, that might be a double play. Yeah, so not so good there. Stranded 2 runners so far today. And now Billingham is facing Reggie, who's still showing very little power. And he strikes out looking with Billingham, which is amazing considering he only had 6 strikeouts coming into the game. Oscar Gamble is up next with 1 out. He's going to ground out to third. And that brings up Joe LaFay. Joe LaFay is going to get a base hit to left. And that'll bring up Rupert Jones with 2 outs. When I look at the Yankee lineup, I can't imagine this is basically the lineup they had in 1980 as Billingham hits Jones, and now they have a runner in scoring position. Really, there's no recognizable names other than Reggie and Bobby Mercer. Well, I guess the first 5 guys. The bottom half of the lineup, I don't know. I would think they would have some better players to offer. Johnny Oates is going to fly out to center for the 3rd out. Top of the 3rd, Dave Stegman, who is just crushing it. He's going to ground out to 3rd for the 1st out of the inning. And that brings up Champ Summers, who's also hitting pretty well. I have him batting 9th. Not a bad spot for someone with his kind of power. But his power falls short to the warning track there in right. And now we have 2 down for Sweet Lou. And that's going to be an infield single for Lou. And, I think what I'm going to do with 2 outs, I'm going to have Lou try to steal second and see if we can't get a runner into scoring position. And Whitaker does steal second. So let's see if Tram can get a base hit and bring him in. Nope. It's going to be a lazy fly ball to right. So, unlike the first 3 games, this is definitely a pitcher's duel. We're going to bring the outfield in for Brian Doyle, who seems to hit well against us, as he does hit a double down the line. And that's not a good sign. I'm going to bring third base in just in case there's a bunt attempt. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that was a good call. So we get the first out of the inning, and we keep the runner at second. And that brings up Bobby Mercer, who's leading the Yankees in home runs with 7. And Mercer grounds out to third. So that brings up Bob Watson, and I guess we're going to let him swing away here. Oh, that was a mistake because he gets a base hit to right and run scores. And I wonder how much of that is the fact that Champ Summers is so poor out there in right field. Oh, super slow Bob Watson gets a stolen base, bringing another runner into scoring position. 2 down. And Reggie is going to fly out to right. So the Yankees get on the board, and they lead the game 1-0. Number 3 hitter JT is up in the 4th, and he's got a long fly ball to center that just falls short. He's a power-hitting first baseman, and much like Reggie, he's only got 1 home run, and that is disappointing. I think I mentioned in one of the earlier games, as Fisk shoots it down the right field line for a base hit, that in 1980, the Tigers traded Thompson to the Angels, and so he wasn't even on this team, but he must have been on there for the start of this 1980 season for the game, and I always liked JT, so I'm going to keep him. So 2 down as Lance Parrish comes up with Fisk still at first, and is that going to drop in? Nope. So, no dice. We cannot get anything going. Bottom of the 4th. Billingham only at 35 pitches. It's been economical so far as Gamble gets a base hit through the left side. We're going to guard the line and maybe turn 2? No. Billingham walks LaFay, and now we have runners at first and second with no out. So maybe our luck is running out right now as Jones shoots it to left, and Kemp's got it. So there's 1 down. And with super slow Johnny Oates up, maybe we can turn 2 here and get out of this. And it's tailor-made. Yes, so we do get a double play, and Roger Slagle, I mean, he's a nobody, and he's definitely keeping our bats at bay. Hebner grounding out to short. Dave Stegman up with 1 down. There's a base hit for Stegman. No, 40% chance. I'm going to say no for that. Mercer does have a gun for an arm, so we're going to keep Stegman at first, and we're going to hit and run with Summers and see if we can't generate something here. Now Summers rolls it over to first base, and Stegman does advance. So a runner in scoring position. If not now, when? Whitaker? Nope. Grounded out to second. So Slagle has shut us down through 5, and Billingham is keeping us in the game. Number 9 hitter Brian Doyle up. Doyle grounds it to short for 1 out. Top of the lineup, Willie Randolph. And Randolph strikes out. So the second strikeout for Billingham, which was 1/3 of his production coming into the game for the whole season. Mercer flies out to right, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So top of the 6th, still down 1-0. Trammell leads off the inning. Possible blooper to right now. Caught by center fielder for 1 down. Come on, JT, we need you to deposit one into the bleachers. Instead, he walks. So now we do have a runner on base for Carlton Fisk. Not slow for a catcher, 76 speed. But he takes the 3rd strike looking. I was concerned that he might ground into a double play, but I guess we don't have to worry about that. Kemp also goes down swinging. Man, we just can't get anything going. So Billingham here in the bottom of the 6th. We're going to keep him on a leash now because Watson gets a base hit, because this is probably beyond his normal length to pitch in a game. He's not tired yet, but I don't think he's probably got a lot of gas left. As, oh, come on. Reggie finally gets a home run into Monument Park, it says. I've never seen that before. That's pretty cool. Except for the home run, which sucks. So, yeah, I should have probably not even started this inning. So that's it for Billingham. We're taking him out. And we're going to bring in a lefty. We're going to bring in Pat Underwood and see if he can't get a couple innings for us and keep us within 3 anyway. So Underwood pitching to Gamble with none out. And hit back to the pitcher, and Underwood commits an error. And now we are keeping the rally going for the Yankees. This seems to be the case. We just seem to hurt ourselves with poor defense and poor starting pitching. And we've had good pitching this game for the most part until that 2-run blast. Ripper Jones gets a base hit through the right side, and now we're looking at first and second. We're going to bring the outfield in to try to prevent that run from scoring on a base hit. And could that be 2? Yes, it is, to get out of the inning. And still down 3 at the top of the 7th. We have Parrish leading off. And Parrish is going to have a lazy fly ball to right center field. This is unbelievable. I can't believe we cannot get something going against Roger Slagle. There's a walk for Hebner. Second walk of the game for Slagle. And, we've got to just let Stegman swing away. I mean, we're down 3 runs. What, is he going to ground at the third? Maybe 2? No. Stegman beats it out and brings up the number 9 hitter, Champ Summers. And Summers is going to ground up to short. So this has been totally a bummer here. I mean, number 9 hitter Doyle lining out to short. The Yankees passed us in the standings with the win yesterday, and I was hoping we could jump back ahead of them. So we still got 2.5 innings to go as Randolph grounds out, bringing up Bobby Mercer. And Mercer lines out to third. So here we are, top of the lineup in the top of the 8th. Sweet Lou. Let's see if we can generate something here. Nope, he's going to ground out to second. And, man, I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do. I would be the worst manager of all time, sitting in the dugout saying, there's really nothing we can do here. That's real positive. JT up, and he grounds out to second. So we head to the bottom of the 8th. Underwood's pitched 2 strong innings for us, so we're gonna take him out, and we're gonna bring in Dave Topic, who hasn't pitched in a while. We're gonna let him face Bob Watson, and maybe switch back to a lefty here. Yeah, Dave Topic mows down Bob Watson, and let's go ahead and bring in John Hiller, get him some PT. So Reggie, who got off the schneid with his second home run of the year in the 6th inning, grounds out to third for the second out, and Oscar Gamble comes to the plate, and he goes down swinging. So this is it, folks. We're down to our last 3 batters, and we have 3 good ones. Maybe our 3 best power hitters on the team. So it's up to Fisk to get us started. There we go. It's going to be a base hit to left. So I think we need to shoot. I was going to pinch hit for Fisk, but I'm going to save that because this run doesn't matter anyway at this point. So let's have you know what? I'm going to swing away. Slagle's had 111 pitches. He's not even tired. So, okay, we're going to let Kemp swing away. Oh, a balk. Nice. So we got Fisk in the scoring position. Now he's tired. And Kemp blasts it to right center. Fitz is going to tag up and get to third. Why are they bringing the infield in? They're up 3 runs. That doesn't make any sense. I guess we're just trying to preserve the shutout for Slagle. I'll let Parrish swing away. He's going to pop it up on the infield. And then it's going to be up to Richie Hebner. So, let's see what he can do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, a nobody starting pitcher, Roger Slagle, shuts down a team of professional hitters. And we lose 3-0. Take a look at the transactions. Nothing happened there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box score. As always, I appreciate everyone following along. Like and subscribe. Also, coming up this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I'll have 2 baseball card box breaks. And I would love it if you guys take a look at it, see what we're doing there. Here's the box score for you. Go ahead and pause it and take a look. And that's it. I guess we'll see you for tomorrow's game. Have a good night.